know my homes. And I'm here. They know my Wamunyoro home. They don't need to lay me on the road. Let them just come here, and if you have committed a crime, they can come and arrest me and take whatever action that they want to take. That is the end of the statement. Iko swali? Yes. Yes.
Have you been summoned by maybe an investigative agency? There are concerns that maybe you've snapped some.
I have not been summoned by anybody, and I'm waiting if there is any summon. What happened is that they wanted to plant weapons in my convoy, and they wanted to use chemicals so that they can paralyze our brain the way they did to Keneth Matiba. And that is why we had to take an escape, an alternative route to get here. I would have wished they came here instead of wailing us on the road and using those dreaded criminals who are responsible for abductions and extrajudicial killings. And that squad works under the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. It's 101 officers who are recruited from the administration police, and they have been given special training by the National Intelligence Service, and they are responsible for the abductions and extrajudicial killings. And that is the squad that had been planned yesterday and mobilized so that they can incapacitate me and my people. Yes.
Thank you so much. My name is Bororiet TV. Have you reported the latest incident to what threats to your life?
Report to who? These are the same people who want to kill me. How do you report to the people who are planning to poison your mind so that the brain can be paralyzed and then you become a vegetable? I cannot report. And I wrote to the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations. Instead of answering the issues I addressed, told me to report to the next police station. Yet all these things have happened under the cover of the police. So it is useless to go and report to the police. That is why I'm talking to the people of Kenya, so that if anything happens to me, President William Ruto must be held accountable. And I want to say, when they hounded me out of office, I pleaded with my supporters to stay calm and express their displeasure by singing. That is no longer going to be the case. And my supporters have blamed me for not allowing them to stand up to intimidation and the wrong things that are being done against their leaders. Therefore, our supporters are on high alert, and they will be part of the leadership and ourselves who will be resisting impunity and intimidation by William Ruto and the government.
Oh, yes. You've been on record in church in Gachagua yesterday saying you were misquoted. But in that particular show, you also had stating that should the elections be rigged in 2027, then it's going to be worse than how it was.
I didn't say I was misquoted. I said the interpretation is wrong. People are not interpreting what I said correctly. Mine is a cautionary statement. And history is very important. During the finance bill of 2024, I did caution President William Ruto and the cabinet that it will bring problems because I listened to the people of Kenya. When a member of parliament from Rift Valley says that even if the votes are not enough, they will know how to manufacture them. When another leader from Rift Valley said they can rule for 24 years. These are the things that have put the people of Kenya on notice, and people are speaking. And as a responsible leader, I must caution IBC that the people of Kenya are saying, please don't try. And we are saying we must draw parallels from history. And all I was saying is that that has happened before in 2007, and it is possible it can happen now. And I was asking IBC to be patriotic enough to make sure they don't put the country into a crisis. That is all I did. I did not ask anybody to cause violence. I did not say people will fight each other. I just said, let's be careful. This has happened before, and it was bad. And from the way people are speaking, it could be worse. That is all I said.
Enough.
Yes, Waweru.
On allegations of being could you or any members of your security detail be armed beyond what security officers would term as normal?
No, I am a licensed firearm holder. I've been licensed as a firearm holder from 1995. officers who help me are licensed firearm holders within the provisions of the law. We don't carry any illegal weapons. In this country, civilians are allowed to have firearms. And since the government withdrew security around me, and there has been so many attacks against me, it was my responsibility to put up a team of civilian firearm holders to escort me around. And there is nothing that is illegal, and there is nothing that is wrong. Tumesikizana? Asanteni sana.